So I actually believe that Teams is a great opportunity for partners, and this is why we're here today showing it to you. And with that, I want to actually talk to a partner that has done it, has tried it out, and he believes it's an opportunity as well. So please welcome Erez Sanduka from V2, a partner of ours, here on stage with me. Erez? How are you?
Good.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Do you want to tell them a little bit about yourself and the company?
I am Hazem Sanduka. I'm the CEO of the company. We are very much a born-in-the-cloud Microsoft partner. We've been doing this for a few years, and we essentially position ourselves as being a business technology company. So if we can't find a business need for a product, we don't sell it to the customer. And we take Microsoft products across the whole cloud stack and essentially position them as financial products, compliance products, and business enablement products.
Cool. And you are based in Saudi
Arabia,
the
correct.
Company is there, although your American accent has his English is better than mine, so I always felt a little queasy with that. Tell me about your experience with Teams, how you got to discover it, and what was your point of view as a user of Teams?
Well, Microsoft Teams for us arrived at an actually very interesting time. In the period before we saw Teams, we started noticing that a lot of our employees' communication has been fragmented. They were essentially using whatever tool they needed most convenient at that moment of time. So we had discussions that were spanning across SMS, email, Skype, WhatsApp. And when Teams came on and we got the email that's saying it's available for us to download, I downloaded it. Took me about 5 minutes for the lights, the light bulb to go above my head. Sent out a company-wide email mandating everyone to use it. A few hours later, people were in there creating teams on their own and communicating and helping push things better.
And so you used it yourself and you got excited about it.
Yes.
You told everybody to use it in the team. How did that work when you told everybody just like
Yeah, so we skipped the point where we told our IT staff to go download everything. We just told the guys to start using it, but people were online within a few minutes, and we could see the discussions just becoming more streamlined. We saw a definite improvement in how people were discovering company assets. So we spent a lot of time creating presentations, proposals, dashboards, and the fact that we're able to kind of bring them all into a central place and tie that to a conversation was definitely something that really kind of helped us on a day-to-day basis.
Cool. What about customers? I know you have a win on this. You want to share to everybody here the experience that you had there? So
about 4 or 5 months ago, we got contacted by a customer called Dussur. They're a $3 billion investment company in Saudi Arabia. And they've essentially been tasked to help Saudi Arabia transform its economy away from the oil business. So they have a very large task. And
it's a hot topic.
It's a hot topic these days, correct. But, since they're owned, 50% of the company is owned by the Saudi government, we quickly hit this wall of data sovereignty. And so for about 4 or 5 months, we were kind of going back and forth, trying to overcome this barrier. But during those 4 or 5 months, we noticed that collaboration was very, very, very important to them. They kept stressing on it, back and forth, back and forth. So while we were trying to solve the data sovereignty issue, they were talking to us about collaboration. And so one day we said, there's a new product called Teams. Why don't you take a look at it? So we sent an engineer in there. He did a 2-hour demo on Teams. And in that meeting, we could see their faces change. We could see the smiles. And then these guys were veterans in the IT industry. And next thing you know, we went from 4 months of not being able to do anything to, in 2 weeks, we had a PO.
Cool. All right. Well, that's important.
Yeah.
And so on the topic that it's dear to everybody,
yeah.
Of course, you first. How are you going to make money on it? Because again, it's part of Office 65. What was your point of view? Why did you actually invested your time with the customer?
For us, Teams really kind of represents Microsoft's commitment to the customer. So if you look at Office 365 3 years ago, it's nothing like it is today. So 3 years ago, you were paying $20 for an E3 plan. Today, you're still paying that $20, but you're getting so much more. And Teams is one of those products that really hits the customer where they really need it, and the real pains and the real issues. So that $20 value just increases exponentially as they use it more and more of the time. So what we've noticed is that we talk to companies who aren't even our customers about Teams. And the first question they tell us is, well, how come my partner isn't telling me about this product? How long has it been in the market, and why aren't they telling us about this? And usually the second question after that is, how can I become your customer? So by simply just talking about the product, customers are saying, how can I work with you, instead of us chasing them. And that's just the start today. Being able to position yourself as a trusted advisor is more important than anything in that customer-partner relationship. But that's just today. There's a lot of capabilities with Teams, and with the long run, you'll be able to find more and more uses tying it to line of business applications, ERP, et cetera, et cetera.
Cool. Any advice for them in terms of, should they try it, not try it?
Yes, try Teams. I think, use it the day-to-day. Let people see you using it. And it's one of those products that if people see you, you don't have to sell it. People will ask you about it.
Cool. Great. I can't wait to see all the customization that you're going to put in place for these customers as they start their journey. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.